excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight. The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kick. He doesn't always intend on landing it, but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the UFC. And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champion. Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated. Right. If you can do that, you can do anything. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Just so wise. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, with big differences in height, but some differences in reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 165 pounds. Fighting out of Portage, Indiana, USA, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
The fighters touch gloves.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early. It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place? Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Nice punch by Lee. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there. Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Right hand upstairs. I mean, over and over, he is taking these strikes to the head. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. And he landed the right hand there. Trying to establish that jab once again. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Well, the leg kicks have been a big storyline in this one, and there's another one. So he continues to slow his opponent down, and nice poker face on the other side. I'm not sure how many more he can take. He won't be able to take many more. Think about Edson Barbosa, how he lands those beautiful leg kicks, no wind-up so fast. Essentially, guys get stopped
with taking too many. This seems to be the path that he is wanting to take tonight in this fight.
Takedown defense holds up. Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one. Nice punch by Lee. Just out of range with that right hook. Another shot lands upstairs.
That was lightning fast, that right hand.
Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man.
Right hand on point.
That one snuck in. Nice strike. Nice head kick.
Oh, landing a punch with the left hand now, so certainly putting it all together on the feet tonight.
He's doing a lot of work with his offhand.
Oh, that's a hell of a kick right there. He told us Thursday that he was going to be kick heavy tonight, and that is certainly a step in the right direction.
He is landing that strike very effective with it.
All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Straight right hand now, just misses. 10 seconds to go. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing. Oh, nice jab.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
All right, so after he landed a high number of kicks in the previous round, we'll see if he can keep it going here as our next round gets underway.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs and his feet that he's giving his opponent a very difficult time trying to anticipate what's coming his way. Big leg kick land.
Lee's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found the setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
What a body kick.
3 minutes now to go in round two. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Oh, swing and a miss on the counter.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, great head movement there. Slips his head off the center line, and defensively, that's exactly what you're looking for.
It's almost like he can telegraph when the punch is coming. And when he sees it, he just makes a slight little movement, right or left, to get out of the way and avoid those shots.
Well-placed kick there by Lee. Block that kick to the body. Nice punch there by Lee. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Right hand upstairs.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh! Huge kick to the head. What a round!
Stop.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC. And no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding. And look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent. And as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it take an effect.
You're not defending yourself. This guy can hurt you. Gotta be smart.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him.
That was so impressive to see. Someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
Blocks the strike. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Lee. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great time to land that punch. Nice leg kick.
Good sequence of kicks there by Lee. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Lee.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now. It's okay.
Nice connection on the counter punch there. And oftentimes, DC, it can be easier to be a counter striker when you have such a pronounced edge and reach. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Back to the feet now.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Punch over the top.
Oh, huge head kick. Big knee to the body. Oh! Just misses with the jab there. He blocks the punch. Oh, nice job to land the knee there by the taller fighter. And I think I just heard Daniel Cormier say, I wish I was a little bit taller. You're a baller, though, DC. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Lee gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. And he lands the knee to the body now. And both guys really throwing with authority. Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws his punch.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Body kick is blocked.
Beautiful punch.
Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Let's take a deep breath and relax. You're killing him. You're this close to knocking this guy out.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not good.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? Oh, nice, nice.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, a nice straight punch there to his opponent, and he lands it just after catching the leg. So clearly, he is starting to find his timing, not just offensively, but defensively as well. Very good read there. Oh, tagged him with the uppercut, DC. We'll see if he can follow it up now.
He was so used to punches coming.
This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low. And now he's gotten hurt very badly.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
How about that shin?
Nice punch land.
Well, he walked into his opponent's range there and ate that hook. He was unprotected, unguarded, and he's been susceptible to that hook in previous UFC fights. Got to figure out a way to move those feet and ultimately circle out and get that head off the center line. Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the Thai clinch.
This is a massive moment for this fighter. He is a great Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to go knee, and then try to land a big one to the head.
30 seconds remain in the round. Just misses with that one. Tags him with the left. 10 seconds remaining here in round 4.
Yeah, he fixed it all up.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
Last round. You outstruck you. Landed more power shots and he was more aggressive. This time, I need you to dig deep. I need you to get in there close and pound.
All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see here?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight, and we're still so evenly matched, and the fight has been so close to this point.
Lee gets caught with that punch.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Trying to double up on that jab. Well-placed kick there by Lee.
Oh, nice.
And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Lee. Out of range with that one. Nice job to land the kick to the body there by Lee. Just a... Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big left hook there.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Lee's kick to the body, that one blocked by the defense. Oh, wicked nice leg kick there, DC.
Can't take too many of those. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. That was crazy. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish.
Wow. Wow. Oh, and there comes the stoppage.
He got him!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 3 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight.